Kevin Darabi. I own the company Malice of Phelios. I started as an artist back in high school, actually. I was 17 years old, had a photography class. Did a little bit of graphic design. They started doing all that stuff back then, the Adobe Photoshop, and I would pretty much just get started on photography. That's where I started, and after that it just kind of bled into more illustration. I kind of trained my illustration hand, and then I really wanted the fashion end of things. You know, there's things that are retail ready, and then there's art. Like, you got all these illustrators with all these posters and amazing artwork, but it's got to be retail ready. It's a little more simplified and a little more plain style. So, but yeah, I was 17 years old when I started in the action sports industry. Actually, I was following all the Quicksilvers and the DCs, and really followed some skateboarders, and all the artwork and the graphics on the decks and the posters is what really got me going. So that's pretty much where I started, realizing that's where I wanted to end up, you know, in that industry. So right now I'm working with a bunch of action sports retailers. I've been doing freelance for big companies like Quicksilver and DC, and been hanging out with all the guys in the industry, so it's been fun. Well, right now I'm focusing on the dance world. Actually, there's a big push in dance, and that's where I have my break dancers here, and I'm sponsoring some b-boys. I've been doing some break dancing shows, so I'm a dancer myself, and I really find the expression of dance, and it really motivates me. And the number one thing that motivates dance is music. So inspiration comes from music. You know, I'll sit there and I'll listen to some good songs, and it'll really get me going artistically to kind of put me in the zone. But as far as like thinking of a concept, or, you know, just like the questions you asked, you know, I improvise. You know, it just comes to me, and I go, and this looks good here. I'll do it like 100 different times, move things around, and then it'll finally be retail ready. You know. Yeah, a little different show. Using a typical runway, back and forth. You know, I thought to add some motion, and I brought some b-boys to do the fashion show. Since my line that I'm working with right now is more urban hip-hop, breakdance oriented, you know, I thought it'd be good to just bring them real element. They're young, you know, they're fresh. I could have gone out and found the, you know, the best b-boys out there and sponsored them and tell them to come by. And they're all arrogant, you know. These guys are just excited to just be here and a part of it, you know. They're stoked that they got this view even. So they're good. They're excited to be here, and it should be a good show. Just change it up a little bit, do some breakdancing instead of walking back and forth, since that's where the essence is. You know, it's not like, you know, perfect buttons or tailored outfits or perfect cut. No, it's just an urban fit shirt, and they're just really living the lifestyle. It's a lifestyle brand. So, oh, Raw is awesome, and they hold your hand through everything. You know, they keep it really simple. They find really great venues. Like I said, my guys are just happy to even be here, let alone how the event or how many people are going to show up or whatnot. But I love what Raw's doing. You know, they're really reaching out, kind of like how I'm reaching out to the younger breakdancers who are not the best, but they're growing to be the best. You know, I think Raw's definitely getting the young look, the new feel, the fresh look that artists are always looking for. So Raw is really good at that, straight just being raw and finding where they want to niche their little demographic, and they do it, and then hopefully it'll be a good event tonight. Okay. Alright, well, my name is Kevin Darabi. I'm repping Malice of Phelios, and I'm a raw artist. Oh yeah, check out my website, maliceofphelios.com. Thanks for that.